You meet me at the start of November, after a month of quite clear skies in October. I set myself a challenge to see how many images of space can I take in a singular month. This challenge went very well. I now have 2 images in a month, which is very good on my standards, because the last video I uploaded was 7 months ago. I think 8, possibly, I haven't looked. But as it's November, the skies, as you can see behind me, are very, very grey. I have not seen a blue sky in over a week now, and that is quite bad, because I have bought an upgrade which will have a very heavy impact on my images. I'm not going to say what just yet, that's at the end of the video, but it should improve my images by quite a substantial amount. Hopefully. I haven't been able to test it, as when you buy Astro gear you have to wait a month before you could use it, because the Astro gods are like, no, you can't use that till a month, so I'm going to send you all these clouds. So I will show you all the clips from the videos, and I'll probably make a voiceover for them. See you at the end of the video. So, the kraken is now out once again. Hopefully this time will be a success, because in the background of all this, all during the summer holidays and all before that, I've had failure after failure after failure after failure after failure of attempts at trying to get this aligned with the sky. This time I should be able to, because I've got a target which I could quite easily find some star, Andromeda's above it, the triangulum is an equal distance away from it below, and the house will be easier to get. So this time, the problem was last time is that when I've got it to be aligned very well. The alignment was, it said on the syn scan that the alignment was very good for my standards, and I would point it at a target and it would be nowhere near it. I'd be going from place to place in the sky for about an hour and still not being able to find it. So with this, I've got an easy target, I hope, and yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, everything goes okay today, well tonight. Now I'm just going to collimate and just get all the electronics ready, and then as soon as I see the first stars, I'll be out and getting it aligned in time for 8 o'clock, dead at 8. I must be ready for 8 o'clock. For being sat in my conservatory for a very long time, and the collimation being almost perfect, I'd say I may have cracked the code with Newtonian collimation issues. You gotta keep everything nice and tight, and even if you leave it for about 6 months, it should still be pretty good, hopefully. And I don't understand those people who say they won't own one of these just because of having to collimate them. I mean, I know you gotta do it every time, but just set up earlier, and every time you do it, just tighten the bolts a bit, because you don't want them loose bolts, do you? For more play in the system, for more things to go wrong, for less play, for better. You can tell that I haven't done this in ages because I've brought everything down and forgot the camera. See, I have brought everything, even the battery, which is nearly dead for some reason, and all the stuff, but no camera. Now I have to go all the way back up to get the camera. So, you may have seen my first attempt. Now then, what did I capture? Well, I got, by far, one of my favourite galaxy images I've ever taken. Other than the next one. This is Messier 101, and I will put it on screen now. Messier 101 had a total exposure time of Messier 101 with a total exposure time of 25 minutes, which is pretty good, even though it was a school night, which is annoying. And the exposure lengths were all 25 seconds at ISO 1000. Here. This image is very good for my standards. The last galaxy image I took was Bode's galaxy and the cigar. There was no detail on the cigar. It just literally looked like a blur on the screen.
But Bode's galaxy looked very nice. I was shocked that I was able to pull out a lot of the features in just a limited amount of exposure time. I can't remember how much, but it was a good image. But this absolutely knocks it out the window, as I have more colour and a bit more detail. That detail and the sharpness I hopefully have fixed with this upgrade I'm going to talk about later. So, now on to the second night of imaging. This night was very, very special, as we had an aurora in the West Midlands, which you do not get very often.
This is attempt 2 or night 2 of the October challenge. Now then, tonight I will be imaging the Whirlpool galaxy, which is located in the Big Dipper, and I don't know what else to say. I don't know its messier name. I will put it on screen somewhere if I'm actually that organised in my editing, and the Kraken will hopefully get a bit more data than it did the other day, because back then I only got about 25 minutes before I had to go to bed. Hopefully I should be getting about 40 minutes I'm aiming for, or maybe even an hour, which would be absolutely wonderful. Last time I was pulling off about 25-second exposures. This time I hope for around 30 to 35-second exposures. Maybe even 40-second exposures, which I'm hoping for. With that, all I have to do now is wait until the sun sets and the stars come out. So, I'll meet you in the dark. Right, so Messier catalogue. Enter Messier 51, I think. Bear with me a second. I'm not. Yes. M51. And enter. This should be slewing from a very nearby star to M51. It's obviously not going to be very accurate because, I mean, it's never been accurate, but, you know. Right, let's have a little look. Let's have a little look from the back of the scope. Miles off. Let's have a little look from the finder scope. I can't see anything. Now then, as per usual, I have to use this and get it in line, or whatever you want to call it. So I get to the back of here, then right, where are those stars? Yo, random thing in the bushes. Around there. In fact, I'm gonna get it to be at the main star thing. I don't know what it's called. Point it at that star. Then use the finder scope to there you go. 1, 2, 3.
Now then, onto the Whirlpool Galaxy. A week later, directly a week later, I think I captured the Pinwheel Galaxy on the Wednesday and the Whirlpool Galaxy on the Thursday the week after, which is quite nice. So, total exposure time. It had total exposure time of 22 minutes, but with exposures of 30 seconds and ISO 1000. This image is now by far my favourite image I've ever taken of the night sky. Favourite ever. And it has a lot more detail than all of my galaxy images, and I just prefer it over the Orion Nebula, which I will have another go at as soon as it goes over my house, because the spot that I put my telescope is down there, and the Orion Nebula is behind my house right now, and as my location where I put my telescope is very low, I cannot see it just yet. I was trying to do the Triangulum Galaxy as well, which I could not see or even find because it's behind a tree. And yeah, I should hopefully be out in the next week or so, as long as the weather goes nice again, which I doubt it because we've apparently had the worst weather in the past, I don't know how many months, probably 2 months. You don't know England. But the reason why this video has taken ages to be produced is the fact that I've been on holiday twice. One as a school trip and one as just a family holiday. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say really. Now then, on to the big announcement. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.